Hi, I'm Jen Stacy. Welcome to Living the Florida Life, the lifestyle show that showcases everything there is to love about this slice of paradise. This week, we head out onto the water of the Gordon River and into the Gulf of Mexico aboard the Naples Princess. We'll take in the spectacular views of million-dollar homes and the breathtaking scenery. We'll show you why it's a trip that is well worth taking and why it's a must-do for families right here in Southwest Florida. We sit down with acclaimed children's author Lee Bennett Hopkins and learn about this amazing author's story. He'll tell us how he landed in the Guinness Book of World Records for his incredible rhymes and poems. We'll go traveling with Tony to his home in Cape Coral to see why he is inspiring fellow writers and delighting children. Pro golfer and mastered PGA instructor Bobby Clampett is back, and he joins us in Clampett's Corner. On this show, we head out to Tiburon Golf Club and his Impact Zone Golf Academy. He'll show us a unique way to play golf faster. And we'll head into the kitchen to take a tour of Deep Lagoon Seafood. It's one of the best seafood restaurants here in Southwest Florida. Their district chef will cook up a fantastic dish that we can also make at home. But first, their shows have delighted millions around the world by combining vivid storytelling with music and acrobatic feats. Audiences are left amazed and wanting more. Cirque du Soleil is on tour right now with its newest show that takes place on ice, and it's coming to Southwest Florida. Let's take a sneak peek behind the scenes of Cirque du Soleil's Crystal. Up next, we relax in style aboard one of the most recognizable cruising yachts on the Southwest Florida waterways, the Naples Princess.
Nestled in the heart of Florida lies a place just off the beaten path, with a fresh twist on coastal casual, where the drinks are colder, the fish is fresher, and the food is tastier. Welcome to Deep Lagoon Seafood, now with happy hour from 11 to 6, with a mouth-watering small plates menu. Deep Lagoon Seafood with locations in Naples at 41 and 104th Ave North, and in Fort Myers at the corner of McGregor Boulevard and A&W Balt Boulevard. For more information and reservations, visit deeplagoon.com. Get away from the everyday at Deep Lagoon Seafood.
No trip to Florida is complete without getting out and enjoying some time on the water. One of the most popular destinations is Naples, and one of the best ways to see it is aboard the Naples Princess. It's a luxury yacht that has become a staple on Southwest Florida waterways. Let's climb aboard to see the sights and the scenery of the Gordon River and the Gulf of Mexico.
Welcome aboard the Naples Princess. Nothing beats seeing Naples from the water.
The Naples Princess, a Southwest Florida tradition for more than 25 years.
We have a beautiful 105-foot yacht with many different areas for guests to enjoy, especially during the summer, during this heat. You can have a beautiful day like this where you can be outside up on our third deck enjoying the views, or if you prefer the air-conditioned comfort during this 90-plus degree heat, you can be inside in one of our interior salons. We do daily public cruises, lunch, afternoon, and our sunset cruises, which are our most popular cruises. You can have dinner or hors d'oeuvres on board. We also do a variety of different private events, including weddings, corporate groups, birthday parties, anniversaries, you name it.
More than 60,000 guests a year embark on the Naples Princess from the Portugal Marina in downtown Naples, near Tin City.
We cruise through beautiful Naples Bay, where you can see all the homes of Port Royal and Royal Harbor, but you also get to relax, enjoy, hear a little bit about the history of the area, a little bit of history of this boat. and just enjoy and have a great day on the water. We have 2 full-service bars with all your favorite frozen drinks to mixed drinks, beer and wine. We also prepare all of our food fresh on board every day in our galley, which is different for a lot of boats. Everything's made right on board here.
The Port O' Call Marina is also a major launching point for those looking to take the helm for their own adventure on the water.
We have some exciting things happening. We have a gift shop going in, walk-up bar. So if you're taking out one of our boat rentals, we have 6 pontoons and deck boats that you can take out for the day. Go explore Keewaydin Island, head down to Marco for lunch. We also have 6 independent fishing charters that run out of our marina if you're looking to go fishing for the day. Full service on the water right here at Port O' Call Marina.
An anchor of the community for those looking for fun in the sun here in Southwest Florida.
I've seen a lot of sunsets over the years. People enjoy seeing the water and being out on the water. They love seeing all the big mansions.
Got lots of dolphins out here tonight. And these are their mother dolphins with their baby dolphins. If you look over here to the left-hand side of the boat, this is an island called Keewaydin Island.
Congratulations, you two.
We love being part of the downtown waterfront district down here. Nothing is more pretty. This is why we all live here. This is why we all come here, is the waterfront. We look forward to welcoming you aboard.
Coming up, we visit with the man whose words have been read by children around the world and whose work has landed him in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Nestled in the heart of Florida lies a place just off the beaten path, with a fresh twist on coastal casual, where the drinks are colder, the fish is fresher, and the food is tastier. Welcome to Deep Lagoon Seafood, now with happy hour from 11 to 6, with a mouth-watering small plates menu. Deep Lagoon Seafood with locations in Naples at 41 and 104th Ave North, and in Fort Myers at the corner of McGregor Boulevard and A&W Ball Boulevard. For more information and reservations, visit deeplagoon.com. Get away from the everyday at Deep Lagoon Seafood.
Cirque du Soleil presents Crystal, a breakthrough ice experience. Cirque du Soleil Crystal from July 12th to 15th at Germain Arena. Tickets at cirquedusoleil.com.
This used to be a yacht club in the area. It's an open-air restaurant, as you can see. Edison Ford is right next to us. 250,000 people that go to Edison Ford who have the opportunity to come over here and have lunch. The weather's perfect for being an outdoor restaurant. So God's greatest dining room is Southwest Florida, and come visit. From the boat to the table, you can't fake fresh.
His words and rhymes have been read for over 50 years, and he has no signs of slowing down. Lee Bennett Hopkins has been called one of America's most prolific anthologists of poetry for young people. He's compiled so many children's verse collections, poetry, and books that he has now landed in the Guinness Book of World Records. On this edition of Traveling with Tony, we sit down with Lee Bennett Hopkins.
His words have danced off pages and delighted the ears of children for over 50 years, and he's fostered a love of poetry in hundreds of classrooms around the world. A Acclaimed writer Lee Bennett Hopkins is a true treasure that now calls the Sunshine State home, where he lives with his partner Charles. It's not hard to find yourself at ease sitting with him with his contagious laugh and vivid recollection of his life stories. We had the chance to visit his spectacular home, walk his gardens, admire his collection of art, and sit down to talk about his life, his work, and his legacy, having turned 80 this year. Born in Scranton, Pennsylvania in 1938, Hopkins grew up in a poor but close family. The oldest child in the family, Hopkins had to help out with the family finances, often missing school so he could work. Though the family was able to get on its feet again and rent a basement apartment, relations soon deteriorated between Hopkins' parents, leading to separation. The circumstances of his youth would later play a prominent part in his fiction writing for young adults.
I had been working on a professional book with Scholastic magazines, and they hired me, and that's how I started writing.
His call to poetry came naturally, and he knew the method to deliver messages that could stay with the reader would be best remembered through verse.
I started my career as a sixth grade teacher. I found that poetry worked with all levels, particularly children who could not read well. Vocabulary is usually simple. And I always maintain that more can be said or felt in 8 or 10 lines than sometimes an entire novel can. And it's poignant, and it's brief, and it has a lot of punch.
Just talking about his first published book entitled Don't You Turn Back brings pure joy to his face and even more emotion as he reminisces about its meaning, including one of his favorite poems by poet Langston Hughes.
But this poem again is 8 lines, and it says everything I want children to hear. It's called Dreams.
Hopkins' influences were vast, but certain writers' words resonated with him as he started out.
I was influenced by poets who talked to me like Langston Hughes, Carl Sandburg, Walt Whitman, who were actually, I maintain, were poets of the people. They wrote about people like me, the average person. A good friend of mine was Dr. Seuss. We were very close. P.L. Travers, who wrote Mary Poppins, Julie Andrews, the actress Beverly Cleary, Roald Dahl. These became, Shel Silverstein, these became good friends of mine throughout my life.
And the mutual admiration of work and respect among his peers can be seen in the very personal notes written in signed copies of some of those authors, like Shel Silverstein and Dr. Seuss, whose signed books rest on the bookshelves in his office. It's here where he still writes, with works completed and scheduled for publishing through 2021. And the process for him remains the same today, with the addition of a computer.
I like to draft pencil and paper. I'm doing more on the computer now than ever, but I still like the feeling of pencil on paper. And then I transfer it to the screen, and then I edit it on the computer.
The influence that Hopkins has had on other poets and writers is immense, with hundreds of writers having gotten their big break or start in one of his many anthologies. His body of work is so vast that he's in the Guinness Book of World Records, recognized as the world's most prolific anthologist of poetry for children. Fellow poets and writers can be found in numerous videos online.
My name is Alan Wolf, and I love Lee Bennett Hopkins.
Singing their praise for the man whose awards include induction into the Florida Artists Hall of Fame in 2017 and being awarded many others. But even with all his achievements and accolades, there is still one thing that trumps all of those.
The best award is a letter from a child telling them that they read your book.
You still get those?
Oh my God, yes. Many, many, many.
That's awesome.
It's marvelous.
As he continues to write and collect other great poetry to create anthologies, Lee Bennett Hopkins remains passionate about keeping his craft relevant and inspiring future generations. And the words from one of his signature poems sums up the greatness of this humble man and the greatness of his way with words.
It's called Good Books, Good Times. Good books, good times, good stories, good rhymes, good beginnings, good end, good people, good friends, good fiction, good fact, good adventures, good acts, good stories, good rhymes, good books, good times. It's interesting, it's 32 words and 16 of them are good.
On this edition of Clampett's Corner, pro golfer and master PGA instructor Bobby Clampett is back as we tackle the age-old question of how to play golf quicker. He shows us with his unique setup at his golf facility at Tiburon Golf Club in Naples, Florida. All right, Bobby Clampett is with us again this week. There's a lot of talk these days about slow play. So what do you guys at Impact Zone Golf do about that?
Well, I think it's gotten better over the last few years, clearly. But one of the things we do here in our short game facility, we actually have an 18-hole short game course that you can play in literally as little as 5 to 10 minutes. And amazing, 18 holes in just a few minutes. Can I show you?
It can really be done?
Yeah.
All right.
Here's what we do. We play with 3 golf balls.
Okay.
And then we're going to go over to the first hole over here. And I'm going to play 3 balls. You're going to be my caddy.
All right.
And so when I go to hit each shot, you're going to hand me the putter. I'm going to putt it in, then we're going to go to the next tee.
All right, 18 holes.
18 holes in less than 10 minutes, promise.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. So we're done.
Woo.
Yeah, and it really went pretty quickly, didn't it?
My gosh.
And seriously, I shot even par, which is 45 for 9 holes. It's 3 shots off the course record held by Steve Stricker. But I'm working on it, and maybe if I took my time a little bit more and read those putts,
Right.
I might have made a few more.
Pretty impressive, no doubt. And what a great learning tool for anybody who's trying to improve their game.
Well, clearly, and I think Harvey Penick said it best, that the game is best learned from the putting green back to the tee. And when you can learn how to play the short shots, it's the same impact that you create on the long shot. So this is really where the game is learned.
All right, a lot of fun.
Enjoyed it. So join us again on Clampett's Corner.
Coming up, we'll head in the kitchen to one of the best seafood restaurants in the area. We'll cook up a mouth-watering dish with their district chef and talk about their concept as they celebrate the opening of their second location.
Hi, I'm Bobby Clampett. My impact-based instruction makes it simple to learn good impact, just like the pros. Take advantage of our hot summer specials now and let us teach you better impact at either our indoor performance center in Naples or the Tiburon Golf Club. In addition to PGA Junior golf camps and some super deals on lessons, we've got new group coaching for men, women, and beginners.
Visit summergolfnaples.com today or call 239-236-5536.
Welcome to In the Kitchen here on Living the Florida Life. We're excited today to be in the kitchen with Nick Hartzer, talking about Deep Lagoon Seafood. It is one of the greatest seafood restaurants here in South Florida. Fast growing. They're getting ready to open up their second location here in South Florida in Fort Myers. One of the great things about this restaurant, and truly unique to Florida, is they work right out of the seafood case, which makes their fish so fresh. So Nick, thanks for being here today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Kevin.
So tell us what we're going to be making today on the grill. That's obviously a fish dish.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a fish dish. It's one of our most popular sellers. It's in our specialty items on our menu. We take a fresh cut of triple tail, which is a light, white, flaky fish. It's very, very good. It's one of my favorite fishes in the world. Very similar to grouper, very similar to Corvina. What we're going to do is we're going to put a nice, light chili rub. It's not spicy. It's a little bit sweet, so you don't have to be worried if you're not one of those people that like hot food. We're going to pan sear it, pop it in the oven, make sure it's cooked all the way through. It's going to be served with a little bit of saffron Spanish rice, awesome. Some grilled baby asparagus, and then we have a very nice light avocado salsa on top, and then of course our signature grilled lemons that go on the side.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to see what we're going to do on the griller.
Absolutely.
So let's jump over to the grill and let's see how we're going to do this.
Let's get cooking.
All right, Nick, we're here at the grill. Let's see what we're making.
All right, we're going to get our pan nice and hot. That's the key thing about cooking fish. People sometimes forget that it doesn't have to be a non-stick pan. As long as your pan is very hot. You see how it's smoking already? We got a little extra virgin olive oil in the pan. Make sure our temperature is just right. You don't want it too hot, you don't want it too cold. We have our nice piece of marinated chili rub triple tail right here.
Awesome.
We're going to take it away from the fire so it doesn't catch. Put her in there. You can tell it's already not sticking. Put that pan back on the heat. Give her a little slide. Add in some white wine.
Oh, nice.
Always want to deglaze a little bit of white wine so the fish does not stick, but it will still get a nice color on it.
That smells fantastic.
Absolutely, and got to have a little bit of whole, coal, unsalted butter.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to take that, we're going to let that start to caramelize just a little bit. We'll flip it over, we're going to put it in our nice hot oven. This fish is very quick cooking. Okay. It only takes about 5-6 minutes. The oven's about 550 degrees, so if you're doing this at home, you want to turn your oven up to about 400 and add just a few more minutes just before, just to make sure that it's done. But once the fish starts to flake and start to pull apart, you know you're ready to go.
Awesome.
Just one thing you never want to do is overcook it. All right, now if you don't mind, I'm going to slide right by you after I flip this over.
Yep.
Nice chili glaze right on top. Into the oven we go.
How long are we putting that in there for?
About 5 to 6 minutes.
Okay.
And she'll be ready to go.
Awesome. Let's let that cook here, and then we'll come right back and we'll see us plate the dish.
Absolutely. Got a little bit of our saffron Spanish rice going right into that pan. Try not to make too much of a mess. In about 30 seconds, that'll be done. Baby asparagus. It's been blanched and shocked. What that means is that we put it in a pot of boiling water ahead of time. And as soon as it's cooked perfectly, we take it out, we shock it in ice cold water. We'll lay it in the hottest part of the grill right here. Roll it around for a little while until we get some grill marks. And this will be the vegetable for our chili rub triple tail.
All right, Nick, let's see our finished dish here. Obviously, I've been sitting here on the sidelines, but excited to see this. Not only that, I'm excited to taste it.
Well, this is an easy one. We got our saffron Spanish rice. We've sauteed in a little bit of garlic butter. I like putting a little bit of garlic in there. My mom always used garlic, help me go to sleep. Gonna come right over here. We're gonna grab our perfectly grilled baby asparagus.
Awesome.
Right off the grill, nice and fresh. Nice big portion. Right dead center. Then out of the oven, we have our perfectly seared chili rub piece of triple tail. This is an 8-ounce piece, so every portion that we have here at Deep Lagoon is a nice, fresh, beautiful, large entree.
Yes, can't stress enough the fact that you work right out of your seafood.
Right out of the seafood case.
We actually as fresh can be.
This is fresh can be. We actually have a seafood case worker that is usually cutting fish throughout the night because we are that busy.
That's great.
So we have a little avocado salsa. It's just like a little pico with some fresh avocado that's hand cut. Right on top. Nice and juicy. Gives a little bit of flavor. Not too much, obviously. Charred lemon to go with it.
Garnish for that.
We're going to do a little bit of fresh herbs around the outside edge of the plate, and there you go.
That's as good as it gets.
As good as it gets. There you go.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us here in the kitchen today. Nick Hartzer from Deep Lagoon, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Love having you here on the show.
Coming up next, we take a closer look and tour the Deep Lagoon Seafood and Oyster House.
Nestled in the heart of Florida lies a place just off the beaten path, with a fresh twist on coastal casual, where the drinks are colder, the fish is fresher, and the food is tastier. Welcome to Deep Lagoon Seafood, now with happy hour from 11 to 6, with a mouth-watering small plates menu. Deep Lagoon Seafood with locations in Naples at 41 and 104th Ave North, and in Fort Myers at the corner of McGregor Boulevard and A&W Balt Boulevard. For more information and reservations, visit deeplagoon.com. Get away from the everyday at Deep Lagoon Seafood.
Welcome back to In the Kitchen here. We're excited for a sneak peek tour here of the newest restaurant in Fort Myers, one of the hottest right here on the water. It's Deep Lagoon Seafood and Oyster House. Let's go in and take a look. Welcome inside the Deep Lagoon Seafood and Oyster House. Our sneak peek starts right here at the seafood case. One of the great things and the points of difference that this restaurant has that not a lot of others do is the fact that they work right out of their seafood case. You can see here an amazing selection, everything from hogfish to mahi, black grouper, crazy great shrimp, lobster tails, halibut, triple tail. So not only do they work out of the seafood case, but one of the great things about this is obviously it's an oyster house. And you'll be able to come here to this restaurant and get a wide variety of different oysters, and they shuck them right here, right in front of you. For example, right now they got Blue Point, Small Seco, Island Creek, Patriot Creek, Raspberry Point, Wellfleet. Just a small selection of what changes here daily. So we're behind the bar here at Deep Lagoon Seafood and Oyster House. They have spared no expense when it comes to the details of truly making this a destination restaurant that has some of the amazing views right here on the water in Fort Myers. Just take a look at obviously the tops here of the bars, and all the tables are this amazing, just crazy good looking blue. It just kind of sets the tone when you come into the actual restaurant. And not only that, obviously you're at this bar, you're gonna be able to get obviously the drinks of your choice, but crazy good craft beers that are brewed here locally. They got FLA IPA, they've got SOS, two great craft beers that are exclusive to them. So one of the great things about this restaurant too is they put in all these great garage doors and all these great windows. They all open right up and give you this amazing view right out on the water. Let's go. We're here in this amazing outdoor dining area at Deep Lagoon Seafood and Oyster House. It's right on the water with these fantastic yachts docked from MarineMax at the marina. You actually see them coming and going. You got boats going in and out of the water every day. You can pull your boat up and dock and dine with dockage right beside the restaurant. It's a great spot when the warmer weather is here too, with shade to help keep the dining experience more enjoyable. It really doesn't get better than being here at Deep Lagoon Seafood and Oyster House, Fort Myers' newest waterfront dining destination.
We hope you enjoyed Living the Florida Life. If you have an idea for our show, let us know at info@livingthefloridalife.com and check us out on Facebook. Also, share your pictures of you living the Florida life with us. We may feature them in one of our upcoming shows. I'm Jen Stacy. I hope you join us next time for more adventures in paradise.